right on the heels of Tawanda Braxton calling out Tamar for stealing Toni's ex-boyfriends, Tamar decided to show her entire behind by playing up to Birdman during Cash Money's Verzuz against No Limit. And it's given Tamar,
sit your ass down.
I know. I'm like, girl, when are you going to stop being such a glutton for attention?
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to allow people to like you for a minute or two and look at you in a different light?
Exactly.
I mean, what is going on with this? She's up there wiping the sweat off the man's head, and then she does an arm interlock on him in one scene. I'm like, and he was looking like, what is going on here?
Exactly.
I'm like, Tamar, would you stop this?
Exactly.
It's just it's a wonder that, you know, you all are having these situations within the family because you say awful things to your sister,
Mm-hmm.
you know, putting her business on blast. You are complaining and throwing her face to Wanda that you made a down payment on her house. And I'm like, you know what? Any good that you have done for your sister was of God, because
That's
as
right.
we can see, with you complaining about it and throwing it in our face, we see that wasn't from you.
Exactly. And it's so interesting that all the stuff that she was doing, a lot of people were trying to say, well, no, since Toni couldn't be there, she had Tamar go and do all that, and you know, she was having Tamar be there in her stead or whatnot. Well, here's the thing. Even if that was the case, although it seems pretty slim chance of that, because supposedly they're not really even all on good terms right now.
Right.
But even if that was the case, there's a difference between you observing and being a presence, and then versus someone trying to take on all the wifely duties.
Right.
Now, see, that was the spot for a wife. Wiping his sweat off his head.
That's right.
Interlocking arms with him. Having a conversation with him. You know, getting his full attention while he's supposed to be doing a battle with someone else. That's a wife spot. So the energy that Tamar was actually giving, it wasn't like, you know, I'm holding it down for my sister.
Nope.
The energy was given, okay, what your wife won't do, I'll do for you.
It
Because
did.
Toni wasn't there, so why is Tamar filling this particular spot? The wife spot in that.
Exactly. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing now? Because I saw one incident where she was all up in his face and she was going back and forth with him, and you know, it looked as if she was arguing with him or saying something. I'm like, girl, you're doing too much.
Exactly.
I mean, isn't exactly like you said, the energy of someone being there for her sister would have been, okay, sit yourself down. You can watch this man from the audience or from backstage.
Right.
These men were on stage. They were doing their verses. Why are you up there, Tamar? Watch this from a distance. Why do you always have to be the center of attention?
And they were saying that she was the only female on that stage.
She was.
With all those men. And that's, like you said, always having to be the center of attention. There's a scripture where it says, don't exalt yourself. Because what's going to happen is better that they tell you to come on up here and you get someone else, you know, giving you accolades or whatnot, than for her to go up, exalt herself, and everybody be like, sit yourself down.
That's exactly what everybody was like. It's like, wait to be called up to the front.
Exactly.
Don't go boasting and sashaying and exalting yourself all up in people's faces and everything, you know?
Exactly.
Wait to be called. Girl, go somewhere and sit down.
Right. And it's like she tried to clean it up, but everything that's in her kind of comes out. It shows
does.
what she's really about.
It really does.
So when Birdman went backstage and was, you know, talking to Toni via FaceTime backstage, and he was exalting his wife. He was lifting her up. He was telling her how, how good she looked, how pretty she is, and all that stuff. And Tamar, she wants to turn it back to her to make sure she's the center of attention. So while he's talking to his wife, gassing her up, who else sitting there but Toni Braxton? All that loud flattery. That's another thing, to beware of that loud flattery, because there's an agenda behind it. Who else sitting there looking in the house all good like Toni Braxton but Toni Braxton? Oh, look at that house your man bought you. All that loud stuff. Doing all of that stuff. And then, Toni was just doing her Toni Braxton thing.
Toni was cool. She was cool.
Exactly. And Birdman was like, "Oh, look at my baby. Oh, you look so good. You look so good." And
here comes Tamar.
Here comes Tamar again. Oh, God love you. God love you. And he's like, "Oh, why? Because he bust me with Toni like that." And she was like, that was just a little afterthought for Tamar with that. She was like, and because he got you all this. And she was talking about how he was trending. He was number one on Google and all that stuff. And he had the Verzuz thing, and he got money and everything. So she started, he got you all this, and start, kind of touching on him and saying, can I have some? Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Yeah. So now it's, again, what she wants from this man. Why are you asking your sister's husband to give you anything that he got?
I scoped that, and a lot of other people scoped that too, because I wanted her to let this man talk to his wife. Mm-hmm. She did not let him finish. He was saying how good Toni looked, and I wanted him to continue on that vein to compliment his wife. But just like you said, Tamar interjected so quickly. Yep. She would not let that man finish his thought of complimenting his wife and putting his wife in the pot that she should be in right now, because you know what, she couldn't be there. Mm-hmm. And this was a time for him to really help lift his wife and connect with her. And here this girl come again, making it all about her. She made it all about her.
And she always does that with Toni. Like, people may think it's cute, and it is funny sometimes when she does the imitating Toni, but it's kind of a step away from, what they say, imitation is the highest form of flattery. No, it's not.
No.
Imitation is very dangerous because it lets you know someone's coming after your spot. Oh. That's what I've always thought. Unless you imitating God and you imitating Christ, you don't need to be imitating no other human being out here, because that means you're looking at them with envy or covetousness, and you trying to get what they got and see how you can maneuver just like them so you can get in the spot they in. So when Tamar is always going, I'm pretending to be Toni Braxton and all that stuff, it's a little bit too much, and you can kind of see the little bit of envy in it, the covetousness in it. Because there was a while ago, they did this, I think it was an Instagram live. They were at some restaurant, and she was like, Tamar said, "Can we sing one of our songs or whatnot?" Yeah. And then Tamar, was looking at Toni all, sideways, out the side of her eye. Yes. And Toni was like, okay, and she started to sing. And Tamar, could we not do it like Toni Braxton?
Oh my goodness, I remember that.
And then she started imitating how Toni sings things with the runs and the sexy drawling of her voice and all that stuff. And Toni was like, how else am I gonna sing it but the way Toni Braxton sings? I'm Toni Braxton.
Oh my goodness.
And so, then Tamar goes and does all these Toni imitations. And then there's other times when she did it at the Jennifer Hudson show, imitating Toni. They did ask her to do it on that. Yeah. But still, it's because she's done it so much in public.
Yeah.
There was one time on the Braxton show, the original installment of the Braxtons Family Values, when she went and was pretending to be Toni again, just all over the top, doing a Toni Braxton imitation.
Yeah.
And it really just gives jealousy, because it's that out the corner of her eyes that, trying to not say that, oh, Toni's so great. Uh-huh. It's like, this ain't, I could do this too.
Exactly.
And you know what? Even last year, doing Halloween, Tamar dressed up as Toni Braxton.
No, she didn't.
And had her son dressed up as Birdman. Oh. And she took a picture of it, and then she added Toni and Birdman so they could see how they were looking like them.
Oh my gosh.
Girl,
Oh my gosh, I did not know that.
It's just giving a little bit too much every time you turn around. And then with the heels of what Tawanda said about her stealing Tony's exes.
Girl, that came as a mouth opening moment for me. And I'm like, okay, now Tamar, you know what? I've known you for some things, but this too, girl, is this just for the show? Are y'all just saying this? Sure. And please don't just be saying this, because this kind of stuff sticks in you all's mind, and it sticks in you all's spirit. So is this the case?
She just really, she shows herself. It's like she wants to be at odds with them. And granted, there are some issues that the family has, some things that they go through, and some things that all of them are wrong on. Yeah. But it's like Tamar is constantly putting herself in the position to be the villain, and we talked about that in that previous video. It's like she wants to continue to get all the attention and get all the smoke, and this is kind of how she feels she has to do it. And it's not just acting. So however much she may think, oh, this is just for the show, oh, this is just giving us good ratings, it really is seeping into her real life. Because for that clip about Tawanda calling her out for what she was doing with Tony's exes, that clip, it showed there might be some truth to that, because usually when something's not really true, a person is just like, whatever, that's not true, you lying, right. No, Tamar jumped up out of her seat, smashed a glass over towards Tawanda, and called her a low down dirty B. Called her a B twice.
Totally all out.
And it's like, and you know they said hit dog on holler. It's like, girl, what? It was that really true then? Because why are you jumping up like this? All the other stuff, she's just doing her normal little whatever, but she goes out of her way to jump up and try to make that like, oh, it's so appalling. Maybe there is some truth to it. And then to make the choice that as soon as that goes viral and everyone sees it, she's going to go and play up to Birdman that very next couple of days.
Girl.
Tony's current husband.
As soon as everyone sees that, and then this is what she does. I'm like, girl, come on. Are you really doing all this for the show? Because it's still seeping into who you really are, if that is the case. Girl, all this for a show is not worth it. You got skill, you got a voice, you got artistry, you got talent. Girl, are you really serious right now?
Girl, it's too much. And it's really time for them, I think, to reassess, because Tawanda just had her wedding this weekend, and the whole family was there except for Tamar.
Oh my goodness.
And I know there was some things, because I think it ended up Tawanda really didn't want Tamar at the wedding, so Tamar did honor that by not showing up.
Okay.
But to have the whole family there, even they cheating daddy who left them,
girl,
was there walking the bride down the aisle, but Tamar was not invited and did not come. It's not worth all that, all because of this friction that has come because of the things that are happening on the show.
That's right. And the things that they're putting in front of people, because some things need to be handled behind the scenes, meaning without this camera.
Exactly.
Okay, you don't have to put this out here. This is not leading to any type of healing for this family.
It's not. And for whatever reason, they think that, oh no, we're just putting this on for the cameras, we just doing this for the TV. Because somebody always takes it too far. It never fails. It always goes too far. And then you got people uninvited to weddings and stuff.
And this is something that she is going to have to live with, among other things that have been said on this show between the sisters. And it's not any coming back from this, except all of you all get together without the camera, talk to the Lord, and really repent of some things to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it around.
Yep.
Then come to the show and say, we have experienced a transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be so great.
It would, yeah.
Okay, it doesn't always have to be this negativity.
All attention isn't good attention.
Exactly.
So I don't care what they told people in Hollywood. Oh, any publicity? No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not good for your souls.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all.
All right, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.